Hi friends, this is our fourth session in the series of automation testing using Selenium with Python as a programming language. In today's session we'll cover checkboxes and links. So let's start the session. Okay, so I have created a new Python file for today's session and imported the WebDriver on this page, on this file, and then initialize the driver with Firefox browser, and we'll be using this website. So we'll provide this URL to the driver.getURL, and this will open our website. Let's apply driver.maximize window and some implicit weight here. Driver dot implicitly weight 30. Okay, let's run this code. This will launch our application, and after that we'll check what all fields are available. Okay, so website get launched, everything worked well. So we have checkboxes on this page. So let's take these checkboxes, inspect, and for this checkbox we have ID field, we have ID and value. And let me quickly check the other checkboxes as well. Yeah, so we can either pick ID or value. So in my case I am taking value. So for this field, and we'll create xbar. For this I will write driver dot find element by xpath, and we'll write xpath for this input, and at value is equal to, in single quotes, mention the value cricket, and that's it. Then first we'll check whether this is selected or not. Is selected. For that we need to write is selected and take this value checkbox 1 state. Okay, so this checkbox 1 state variable will either have true or false, because this is selected will return boolean value. So we'll apply some if condition. If checkbox state is true, we'll print cricket. Checkbox is selected. Okay, else here we need to mention this. If checkbox state is false, okay, we'll change the selection. We'll change driver dot find element by xpath, and we'll mention this by xpath here, and we'll click on this. So this will change the selection whatever it was. If the checkbox selection is true, it will print checkbox is selected. Then if it is not true, in the else condition it will check. If the checkbox state is false, it will change the selection and make the checkbox is true, and after that will print Selenium code changes the selection to check, or will write Selenium code changes the cricket checkbox selection to checked. Okay, and we can also write else condition and just print something went wrong, because if the checkbox is available and will either get true value or false, so we have covered true and false here. But if we are not getting true, not even false, then we'll print something went wrong in this case, and that's it. So let's save this program and run. It will open our website, then changes the selection. That's it. Let me go back to our code. Yeah, everything worked well, and Selenium code changes the cricket checkbox selection to check gets printed. So which means on page load we get the checkbox selection as false, so it went to the else condition, and in the else condition it found the checkbox state as false, and then it clicked and changes the selection and printed this thing. So this is about checkbox selections. Now let's move towards link. For that we need one more class, import from selenium .webdriver.common.by import by class. Okay, and then we need to write driver dot find elements. So we are using here find elements because first I'll be checking how many links are available on the page. Okay, so there are multiple links. If I go to the website, so on this website you can see there are multiple links available, so it will check how many links are available on the website. For that I'll use find elements because the number of elements are more than one, and here I'll use by dot tag name because for every link there is a tag name called A. Okay, and mention the tag name here, which is A, and I have kept this value in a variable called count. Now we'll print how many links we have on the page. Print length of count, and along with that we can add some message, number of links on page. Okay, so let's save this and run. It will open the website, and then it will do first the checkbox actions, and after that it will count and then print the number of pages. Okay, I think, let me check the code. Yeah, it went well, and you can see it printed the number of links available on the page. Okay, now if we want to check a specific link whether it is available or not, and then if we want to click on that link, then we can achieve it from here. For that we need to use for loop, for link in count, this is the range, and write some condition if link dot text. So link dot text, this will give us the particular value which is available in a link. So if link dot text is equal to a particular text, let us capture this text. Let's say we want to check whether this text is, this particular link is available on the page or not. So we'll take this link text. If link dot text is equal to this, okay, we'll print link dot text is available. Okay, and we can also write driver dot find element by link text, and link text will receive from here. Okay, and after that we'll break the loop. We can run this code, and this for loop will check the count, and for the count it will check the number of links. It will pick the link one by one, and once it get the web table link, it will print the link is available and click on the link. Oh, we need to write click as well here. So this will click on the link, and we can also print link clicked. Okay, and after that it will break out of the loop. Let's save this program, and also I want to write driver dot quit here, and just to see all these operations, let's add time dot sleep here. We need to import time function as well. We need to import this time, and let's add some wait here. Let's yeah, that's it. We can run it now. So this will open the website in browser. First it will do the checkbox actions, change the selection, and then it move toward counting the link, and once it get the web table link, it will click on the link and break out of the loop. Okay, it worked and clicked. We can see everything worked well. We got the number of link, it is showing web page is available, and it clicked. So there is one more thing we can use here. Instead of this, we can also use driver dot find element by partial link text. So in this case we can also pass this value. Basically partial link text is the text from the link. In our case our link text is web table, so we can either pass complete link text or a small text from the link. If we pass just the web, then also it will work fine. So in our case we'll be getting link text from this variable, and we are passing it directly into there and just click. So this will also work in similar way. Just run the code. Open the website and it will do all the actions quickly. Checkbox selection, and yeah, I clicked on the link and now I close the browser. Yeah, that's it. So it worked well. Now you can see it counted the number of links. You must have observed the change in number of links, because the website which we are using is having dynamic links. Sometime it is having more links, sometime it is having less, so no need to worry about that. So the main thing is just we can count the number of links on the page, and we can click on the link using the partial link text or the link text. So that's it about today's session. In our next session we'll cover alerts and frames. Thank you so much.